What about that button right there, buddy? Oh boy, picture day is gonna be rough. They should take you guys outside and do your class photos today too. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but they're gonna do those like next year.
Feel the pressure today to really make this hair look good, since it's such an important day at school. Yep, that's it right there, Clark, man. In the yearbook forever. Look here, and cheese. Boom. There, look, I just already got the school picture done. I'll just send that in.
But there's Halloween.
That is true. Pretty cute, though. I'll send it to Mama so she can see. Stay, stay, go. Stay, stay, stay. You did it! Make that jump! I thought you were getting electrocuted. You almost forgot your Snizak.
Oh my gosh, Daddy.
Oh man, you look great.
remembered.
You look like you're going to your job in the office, man.
You can't really tell because I'm just wearing these pants. You can't see my shirt.
Well, you can kind of see it at the top there.
Average teenager boy.
Oh.
Businessman.
I love you, buddy. Have a great picture day. Do a big old smile.
Money.
It's a beautiful fall day in the backyard, and I thought I would use this opportunity to work on a project today that I've been wanting to do since we moved in here. And that project is fixing our fence. As you can probably see, this thing is in very rough shape and has been ever since we've lived here. I think the previous owners, they weed whacked and rode the mower all over this. So as you can see, as we're looking down here, it is all messed up, and you could pretty much fit anything through here. Like I can put my phone through the bottom of the fence there, and that's like that the whole way down. In fact, it gets worse. This has bothered me forever, so much so that a year ago, I actually bought all of the fencing materials I needed to fix this. The problem is, I haven't done it yet, but today, we fixed that, literally. Hey, you quiet down over there. No, 0 days, the time that we take fencing that's been under our deck for a year and actually install it. That's all you need to do, just unroll it. I mean, you gotta take all the other stuff out, which we will do. I've got this is 50 feet. I've got this was 50 feet, but I used a little bit of it. In fact, I think there's some of it. If I remember correctly, there's some of it right here. It should get us almost down to that tree down there where that starts at. I got my helper out here, of course, working with me. And I think I got these at a yard sale a long time ago. I've got enough fence clips here to last us for the next 3 lifetimes. That's not food, I'm sorry. So obviously the plan today is to remove the fence that's currently there and then put this new one in. And I'm excited to do this. This is like crossing an item off your bucket list. I know usually bucket list items are crazy adventurous things, but for me, this is about as high on my list as you can get right now, fixing my fence. The most time-consuming part of this is gonna be the disassembly process of the old fence, mainly taking off these old clips that are on here. And I was thinking about cutting them off, but I think I could probably do it just as quickly by hand. So that's literally all I was holding that on. This is just wrapped around this post, which I'm gonna remove one of these. I'm gonna straighten out this one. There's another one down there that needs straightened out as well. So that's like the prep work. Actually unrolling this and putting it on is like super easy. In fact, I've done it. I think I've made videos on it. I've done it before for my chicken yard that's down there. It's not gonna be that bad. It just needs done. And that's what this series is about. It's accomplishing your goals, both big and small. This is a big one for me, even though it's kind of a small one in terms of work. At least I say that now. We'll see how it is when it's over with, but I'll bring you along with me on this process and we'll get this looking nice. She's already taken advantage of it. She's like, a place I have never been, the neighbor's yard. I'm realizing now just how much fence I'm gonna have as waste product on this. It's gonna get a little crazy. Probably just try to flatten this down into segments like this, I suppose, and we'll see what we can do. That's my father-in-law. If we can take this to the scrap place, maybe we can get like a couple pennies for it. I do think I need 2 tools though to make my life way easier in doing this. Let's pretend for a moment that this is a tutorial and I know what I'm doing. Starting with your tools. Tools of the trade. You'll need needle nose pliers to get those clips and rip them off there very easily. Secondly, and lastly, you'll need these cutters for when you have a lot of fence on the ground. You want to cut it up a little bit so you don't have 100 feet of just continuous fence going down through. I'm going to cut this into small sections, and I think that'll make it easy to dispose of this however I end up doing that. Let's give this a shot right here. Boom. There's no going back now. The but that just cleared that whole section out very easily. Now I can show you the most fun part of this job. Stepping on this to flatten it down. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. For being fall, there are sure a lot of bugs out here today. What is the story with that? Always handy to have a bucket around. It's not my clip bucket. Put some bug spray on, and now we're back in business. Okay, that's super easy. We can make a whole go of this. Not bad. That one's off. Now, if they didn't wrap the other end so tight, there we go. Sweet, there's another one off, and there you can start to see the bottom of this, I think, a little bit better. It's terrible. And I think I'll come down here and we'll cut it right here and we'll just keep going. I'm gonna have to spray my cameras with bug spray too. You guys probably seen nothing but bugs. I'm down the hill a ways. You can see there's no more fence there. There is a little bit here. And that's because I think, based on my mathletics that I did, I think we're gonna run out of my 100 feet of fencing before we get to that tree, which is like my goal. Down there, it's all good. It's just up to like right there where either this people or this people, they were like, let's run the weed whacker the whole way down this fence at the bottom. And yeah, it's not a great idea. So we'll leave that for right now, just so I always have a fence, and then we'll see how far we can get. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this next part because it's actually fence installation time. And for Roxy, it's snooping around the garden time. Look at her. Just the chocolatey gorgeousness, gorgy. Look at, okay, you're doing my job for me. Thank you. Yeah, you are. Look at that. She's actually doing my job. Thank you. Worse than a cat. Don't get stabbed with that, please. Favorite thing is to listen to podcasts while I do stuff. And I just wish I had more podcasts that I could find that I like. If you have a recommendation, give it to me, because I need more things to listen to. I run out every week. Like, as soon as a podcast comes out, I listen to it. And then I'm waiting until the next week when they release again. Look at that though. That looks kind of cool, actually. Whoa. The new fence. Let's install it. This is what it is, by the way, if you're trying to get this. Yard Guard. Ordered this online, I think from Tractor Supply, and they delivered it. Or Amazon, one of the two places. First things first, we gotta fix this situation. I don't know why there's two of these here and why they're both facing, like, we're doing that. But we'll pick one of them. I guess this one. And the other one we can use for something else, I'm sure. There we go. And now we have one. I just need to make it straight up and down and actually get it in the ground. Is this taller than the rest of these? Has to be. Trying to get really close to this without actually hitting that stone there. I'm gonna wrap this fence kind of like around it like that to secure it. And then we start the process of going down. And sun's coming out again, getting nice, and there is the mail truck. Speaking of mail, a package I was waiting on arrived today. Sweet. That's the last piece that I need for a little project I'm working on in the basement. This gap right here was kind of triggering me. I'm like, dude, I can't have a gap like that in my fence. Then I looked over here and I'm like, oh yeah, I can definitely have a gap like that in my fence. I think we're gonna be okay. Plus it looks way better than it did before. So I'm just kind of doing this, which I'll share with you because I think this could be kind of satisfying to watch. At least it is to do. I like the composition of this shot with the old fence in the foreground there. As I take this fence, the new one, and we roll it out. Go until we run out of this, which we should be able to get at least to one more, maybe two more. Ow, where's my gloves? That's as far as we made it. It makes it about halfway down to there. So there's 50 feet. I'm allergic to fences. Now the ultimately fun part. Make sure these are tight, of course. And then you get in here to your plastic bag, within a plastic bag of clips. And I'm gonna clip 3 of these down through the entire way. That goes over that, and then under. Got that one on, and then the middle one just for good measure. There's what 3 of them look like on there. And then you're just gonna bend these around. I'm gonna wait to actually bend them until I get it all set up, because once you do that, it's kind of permanent. I wanna like see the lineup first before I do that. So there's 3 on that. Now I just have to do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, probably like 18 more of these. That moment you get to admire your work, even though the job's not done yet. Oh, I'm loving this, dude. Look at that. so much better. To some of you, this might just seem like a fence, but to me, this is like a mission that I'm accomplishing. But again, I'm not done. I just got down to the end of that fence line. I'm gonna go ahead and twist these babies around because I'm happy with this. Try walking through there, bear. Let's see you go through that fence, eh? I mean, go through my legs. That's something you always do because you like the booty scratch, but yeah, you're trapped now. Grab my tool here and do a little twisty twist the whole way down. I'll show you how this works. Just kind of do one of these. And that's never coming off there. You can do this side too. I don't think it's entirely necessary. And will I? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna do the one side, honestly. Just do one of these like that. One of these like, well, trying to do it one-handed and looking through a camera like that. That's not coming off. You don't even have to do this side. There's nothing that's going to happen that's going to come off of there. The time has come for me to grab the second roll of fence, clearing out the under the deck area from all fencing materials. This almost feels like it should be a two-man operation right about now, but I got to get these kind of joined up mid-fence. You see the roll there? We might get down there. It's going to be pretty darn close. Plus I've got a little bit of overlap here. I'm going to try to make look as clean as possible as I join these together. This is actually coming together and turning out really nice. Combining these fences just like this, I'm kind of just putting these together and then wrapping this one around. It's almost set up in a way that you're not even going to notice that there's two fences, with the exception of there being kind of like the angle is going to be a little different, but it's going to be almost like a flawless thing. That's not bad. Now we can continue on with that roll. You can see it laying down there. See how far we can get. That's as far as we can go today. Although I do have that extra little piece. We might be able to get down to that tree. That's my ultimate goal. I think Bear is, she's over it. Hopefully you're not, because we got to finish this. I was looking for the worst spot in the fence. I found it as I'm working my way down here. This is the fence. That's what was holding this whole thing together. We officially reached the end of the line, literally. This is the end of the extra one that I had. So we made it all the way down to here, and we've got like maybe 15 feet left. So I'm hoping that other little piece of fence that I have can finish this job. It's gonna be close. What's here I think is mostly just leftover from when I expanded the Chickayon yard, which I'm happy to see. The Chickayons are enjoying the new shade cloth that I put in. They're making their little dirt bath things under there. And just loving life, it seems. Just have to make it between those two pieces of fence there. Remove that board. Don't need that anymore. Whatever that was doing, which was nothing. We just gotta make this little spot here. I'm gonna lie to you and say that I had this perfectly planned out because that's what it looks like. Look how much overlap I had. From there to there, we had like a foot. I needed 99 of the 100 feet that I had. We did it. And it looks pretty darn good. This, I took the old fence, which you can see there, and then the new fence, just kind of wrapped it around. So this is where it ends. And this was my goal, as I mentioned. And this is what it looks like going up through. Of course, I do have like a merger spot right here that is somewhat noticeable, but not as bad as it was. And you can see all the way up through how nice this looks. I do need to hit this with some weed killer to kind of get rid of that, because that was the problem. I think there was grass growing up here and they just went da-da-da-da-da and just ruined the bottom. But now it's all good and I'm very happy with it. Let me clean up my stuff here and I'll show you a wide shot so you can get the full sense. I like to think that everyone watching my stuff has the same enthusiasm for things that I do, but it's probably not the case. Not necessarily, but I'm glad if you're still here. I appreciate you tuning in to whatever the heck I'm up to. Got a lot of crap down here, man. Got my tripod, I got all this. Holy. I'm gonna be honest with you. To the untrained eye, it may look like we just have an ordinary fence here. Very much like the fence that was here this morning. But you and I both know the truth. This fence is so much better, so much newer, so much lower than our last one. And it's just to perfection. I love it. It makes me so happy. Not only because we officially have a good fence here now, or at least a repaired fence, but I got something checked off my list that's been on there for years, literally since we moved in. I remember a couple years ago going and trying to fix that and being like, well, it's kind of okay. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna fix this. I get the fence. I never do it. Today that changes, and I owe it to this video series. It's all because I have no 0 days and I'm like, today, what am I gonna do to get closer to my goals? Well, there you go. That's all you have to do. A little progress every day. That did take me a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's done and it looks fantastic. The man, the myth, the legend is back home. First of all, how was picture day?
Good.
Did you get a good smile?
Mm-hmm. In class to Violet, I said her outfit looked fantastic. It looked so good.
Aw. Did that make her smile?
Yeah, she had like black boots, this like black dress with flowers on it, and then like this like black almost like strap things on it, and I really loved it.
Aw, that's cool.
And at the end of the day, I was looking on the floor for trinkets. There's only one trinket I found.
You become a collector.
So I'll show the stuff I got on the bus. I got this on the bus. It's a sticky note, but I ripped up the sticky part because there's grass and stuff all over it.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the bus, I found this thing. It's my favorite, the watermelon piece. In my classroom, I found this and this. They were attached, but I took it apart. And then if I made a little trinket thing, I could like make this as like a rocket engine or something. Doesn't that look like a rocket engine?
Yeah. So you're collecting all
Then-
kinds of things you can find.
It could be the ground, and then I could just use this on separate build. This could be like the ground, and then I could have this on there. I'm thinking about getting this wet so it de-wrinkles, maybe. Well, de-wrinkle if you get it wet.
It'll probably just crumble apart.
Well, then I let it dry.
It probably won't make it. So
There's so many sticky notes on the ground in there. I'm like, I'll pick this one, and then I rip the sticky part off of it.
So this is gonna be a new thing, collecting things like this.
Collecting things on the floor, especially tiny things. I guess the paper thing I can't really do anything with, but if I put in like little bits, I could probably use it.
You know, it'd be an interesting topic for a YouTube channel, just like finding things,
I just want.
reusing them.
I think I just need to look on my classroom floor more because these are
There's some
and
treasures.
bookstores. I saw like this band, like girls, like hair band on the ground where they make their ponytails on there. There's so many stuff.
Now,
like
some things you might want to just not touch.
that. Yeah, like chip bags.
Hair bands,
Yeah.
cockroaches. I can't believe you didn't notice this when you were walking in. Turn this way. This way.
Nah, I did
Wait,
not.
what's that?
Oh, you put new fences?
I did. I
That's
did the
old.
entire line.
That's the old fence. That's new fence.
That's the old fence, yep.
I can't tell it apart.
That's what I feared. But trust me, this thing was all messed up at the bottom. You see how that looks down there?
Oh my gosh, that bottom is so dead.
Got my glasses on. I'm about ready to take a nappy nap. Now I'm the shadow man. I was just gonna end the video, but then I was like, oh, we gotta have the conclusion to Clark Man's picture day, and I didn't realize you became a collector today.
I am really happy with all my little trinkets I got.
I'm a little concerned about Clark Man becoming a hoarder. This is like the beginning.
Today felt like Friday.
It's almost there, buddy. One more day.
It felt like Friday.
One more day, baby.
That was today. Been cakes and sausages.
Wow.
All right, I need
Wow.
I need the pen to cross out today because today's over. Yes.
Another day in the books.
Oh
One
my
day
gosh.
left in the month.
Stair asked me if I had this today. I didn't.
What is this? This is your report card. You are off the charts on your report card, buddy. See where those blue things are? Mm-hmm. You are super high. Babe, Clark is in the 95th percentile in math.
Shut up.
95th percentile of all kids in grade 3 in Pennsylvania. 95th percentile.
Oh my god!
That's crazy.
Way to go!
Look at this dude. I mean, he maybe wear pineapple pajamas.
Don't get him within his pajamas.
Can't see Clark Man's pineapple pajamas. It's a big secret, apparently.
Somebody, I'm so proud of you.
We're raising a... Well, it's,
How did your,
I blame his mom. He's smart because of me.
How'd your picture day go, love?
Good.
Yeah.